Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today we continue looking at decks led by the new legendary creatures from the upcoming Secrets of Strixhaven set. We've already done all the dragons, but don't worry, I do intend to do them again as budget decks after prices settle in a couple of months. Anyway, leading today's deck is Berta, Wise Extrapolator. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. Berta, Wise Extrapolator is a 4-mana 1/4 legendary frog druid with Increment. Increment is a new keyword that says whenever we cast a spell, if the amount of mana spent to cast it is greater than this creature's power or toughness, we put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Additionally, whenever one or more +1/+1 counters are put on Berta, we add 1 mana of any color. Finally, we may pay X and tap Berta. If we do, we create a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token and put X +1/+1 counters on it. Okay, so we've got a good old Simic +1/+1 counters deck here. And since we're in Strixhaven, I want to have at least a few cards that make fractals. It is the Quandrix way, after all. But before we get to our deck list, a quick word from new sponsor, BCW. BCW has been making high-quality, cost-effective products for both collectors and retailers. If you want to store, display, or sort your cards, check them out. I've been using their inner sleeves for years now and have never had an issue. Be sure to click the link down below and use code DANON10 for a 10% discount on your order. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Oh, one more quick announcement before we get started. I'm streaming on Gaming with Danon as well as Twitch. Sometimes I'm building commander decks, other times I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV, but you're always welcome to pop in and talk about Commander. Honestly, about half my streams are talking about manga, anime, or Commander. Starting off our land base, we're running Command Tower and Exotic Orchard. Both staples that are great to run in just about any multicolored commander deck. For fetch lands, we're running Misty Rainforest, Wooded Foothills, Flooded Strand, Windswept Heath, and Polluted Delta. I know that some people balk at the price, but fetch lands are the best way to upgrade your deck. No, I'm not joking. For fetchable dual-colored lands, we're running Breeding Pool, Hedge Maze, Turbulent Wilderness, Rimewood Falls, Tangled Islet, Sodden Verdure, and Rain-Slicked Copse. For additional dual-colored lands, we've also got Rejuvenating Springs, Dreamroot Cascade, Hinterland Harbor, Willow Rush Verge, Yavimaya Coast, Bark Channel Pathway, Vine Glimmer Snarl, and Simic Growth Chamber. We've also got Scavenger Grounds as a utility land. Gotta have Graveyard Hate. Finally, we've got 9 forests and 5 islands as basics. Don't underestimate basics, especially in green. For mana ramp, we've got Kami of Whispered Hopes, Gyre Sage, Llanowar Elves, Incubation Druid, and Birds of Paradise as mana dorks. If your pod runs a lot of board wipes, you may want to replace these with additional land ramp or even mana rocks, but every group is different. Speaking of mana rocks, we've got Soul Ring and Arcane Signet, both great magic cards, especially if they're both in your opening hand. Finally, we've got 3 Visits, Farseek, Nature's Lore, Rampant Growth, Cultivate, and Kodama's Reach as land ramp. Not too shabby. For card advantage, we're running Pensive Professor, Nexus Mentality, Fathom Mage, Terra Symbiosis, Rhystic Study, 20-Toed Toad, Mind into Matter, Zamone's Experiment, Urban Evolution, Eureka Moment, Toothy Imaginary Friend, and Archdruid's Charm. Wanted to try some of the cards from the new set. Our interaction and spot removal consist of Quandrix Charm, Negate, Counterspell, Fierce Guardianship, Return to Nature, Naturalize, Fractalize, Beast Within, Heroic Intervention, Quandrix Command, Snakeskin Veil, and Void Slime. All great ways to keep our opponents in line. Our board wipes consist of Cyclonic Rift and Oversimplify. Again, wanted to try one of the new spells. The core of our deck consists of Zimone, Paradox Sculptor, Forgotten Ancient, Applied Geometry, Oroboid, Champion of Lampholt, Ambitious Augmenter, Growth Curve, Vorel of the Hullclad, Jadzi, Steward of Fate, Tanazir Quandrix, Herald of Secret Streams, Exponential Growth, and Badger Mole. Like I said, lots of ways to make fractals, as well as some +1/+1 counter shenanigans. Speaking of which, supporting our plan, we've also got Expansion Algorithm, Simic Ascendancy, Inexorable Tide, Evolution Sage, Intruder Alarm, Hardened Scales, Branching Evolution, Flux Channeler, Ozolith the Shattered Spire, and Pier Imaginative Rascal. Plenty of counters as well as some alternate win conditions. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 50 mana sources, but between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp. Right on target. 12 pieces of card advantage. 12 pieces of interaction. 2 board wipes. 2 pieces of graveyard hate in Return to Nature and Scavenger Grounds. 1 sudden I win card in Simic Ascendancy. With all of our proliferate effects as well as creatures that put counters on themselves or each other, getting to 20 growth counters shouldn't be a problem. The problem will be staying alive long enough to last until our next upkeep. But we do have a way around that. Berta can make a fractal token at instant speed. So we have a few counters on Simic Ascendancy, and then, at our opponent's end step, we activate Berta and create a giant fractal token. How delightful. Are you building a Berta Wise Extrapolator commander deck? What's your secret deck tech? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. You can have a video made or just ask for help building or tuning a deck list. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Alex, Robert, Pi, Kazaris, Patrick, Boomy, Oscar, Justin, Golden Walker, Sleech, Mr. Salty, Daniel Zombie, Luke, Brian, and Richard. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.